Nice little snowball though. Stunning Dendi right back, not allowing any kind of punishment here onto the Tusk. Meanwhile, top lane, Moose. Being chased down here by our hoodwink, Stominen. He's going to back his way out, though a lot of harassment being dealt back the way of the hoodwink. You do have the Whirling Death available for Funnick, and that's going to be First Blood being handed the way of the Timbersaw.
That's a good start for Funnick. Tempo, really important for the
Mid laner right now, and you give him that kind of bonus net worth early on, he's just going to snowball out of control. But you get to a point where he has Desolator, and he just one-shots everyone.
Yeah, you've got some pretty squishy supports here for him to pick off as well. Albino Zebra.
Yeah, Stonebank's going to be in a bit of danger. Albino setting up a very nice bait there on the Train Protector. Going to be one down. Moose sharded up. He's also going to drop kits. Perfect rotation.
Yeah, just making great use of that regen rune after farming. Gets into a lane, finds a kill. They're taking the initiative here on 5RAT. But if you keep playing slow like this, you are so happy on 5RATFORCESTAFF. They do go out with smokes on both sides, though.
But they do. Top lane is where they'll go. Funnick in a bit of danger. The scan barely missing out as well. They did not catch that, so Funnick, he will get caught top lane, and with the sharpshooter break, it's going to be quite easy to deal with the Timbersaw. That was the highest net worth hero on the side of bait. Still, they might at least find kits as a trade, and it's not going to be a bad trade whatsoever. Dendi able to punish. Speed, trying to get out, will be able to do so. It seems like ultimately the trade-off does work in favor of bait.
Yeah, they're much happier with that. They finally get some activity out with Dendi. They managed to steal that Fiend's Gate as well. That's actually massive for Moose to get that rotation off. And that should allow them to take that activity further if they want to. In fact, DNM.
Here we go. DNM, that's not yours, sir. That is not yours. Oh boy. Dendi, he'll find a second. That's actually such a great spell. Albino Zebra, he's going to get caught as well, trying to help out, but it's all too late. 3 down for the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, no, I don't think we have.
With that, bait, sit back, stick to the game plan. Maybe pick off Albino Zebra down to the spot lane as they do go backwards through the tree line. This is very cheeky from Funnick. That's a great little pathway to go through. Albino, he had no idea they were coming. You love to see that. That's very creative from Funnick.
Yeah, just sneaking around and finding everything right now. Although top speed.
Pit of Malice is there, but it's all too late. Still, maybe they can punish both these heroes. They do catch the CK. Stonebank still alive. Armlet toggling. That's what you love to see for Stonebank, but can he dodge the sharpshooter? Not quite. Very hard to dodge from a close range. Dominant. He will be able to catch it.
And you're kind of happy about that? Can you take the pause?
From bait. Maybe a fight to break out as well. Smoke is there from this dire side. Jump in. They have got the Jakiro. Still DNM. Oh, immediately going in. No hesitation from this Ursa, but Kits does get caught. Dendi will pulverize and take him out. There's no follow-up to it. They could not help. The speed will also drop on 5RATFORCESTAFF. Everybody else needs to back the hell out of there. Dendi's rushing forward for a bit more, but it's about turning right back around onto him. DNM, he's going to punish him for that movement. But Moose is there with the 4-staff. DNM not going to be able to punish anyone here. There's now Lodine. Does try to move in on the Jakiro. Stonebank will be there as well. They find speed on the Underlord. They'll try to focus him down first. They do lose Lodine, and now an Overgrowth is going to lock a couple down. Stonebank, he's gone too far. The aggression does not pay off from bait. His moves will also get caught out. So DNM, he can't catch anyone. But if they come to him, it's no problem.
Yeah, that's super awkward for bait. It looked like
in position to break the smoke. Speed's not really the target you want to run into first. Albino Zebra's around as well. They'll break the smoke onto Stonebank and force the BKB out very early on. Stonebank now kind of forced to try and fight this one out, but it's not looking good for him. DNM right onto Funnick. The Timbersaw is just getting eaten alive here by DNM. He is gone. And Lodine, well, he's having some trouble. So is Stonebank on that CK. Oh, that BKB being forced out. It kind of ruins them.
It really did. And the one thing with bait,
foot away, might just make it the shards.
Oh,
it blocks them
man.
in, but it won't matter. DNM, he is a man of persistence. He will not leave Dendy alone. Still, the blink away is going to allow him just a chance. Now Kits goes in though. They'll make the jump in onto Lodine, take down the Jakiro. Can they fight back? Stonebank is going to try onto the Tusk, and they do find him. They dive a little bit too deep. Everybody else from 5RAT, they just back out of it.
Yeah, maybe a bit keen. Pretty good blink time. Still hanging around, but...
He's a bigger target. He'll blink away, but he's blinked right into the Tusk. Still Kits. He's the one in trouble. He's the one taking damage. He'll BKB. Walrus Punch perhaps onto the CK. Turned right back around. Stonebank, he can still fight. He's got his team behind him, but he needs to get away from DNM. But no, he is down. DNM trapped up. Held down, still looking to try and hit somebody, but there's your Fiend's Gate once again, but no, he's not going to make it. Funnick's taking him out. They've got Speed now. Can Speed get through the gate? It doesn't seem like it. He's still trying to fight this one out. Speed will leave the gate alone. Instead, they've got Dendy on the Primal Beast. The Underlord, he's a big tanky boy. Speed, how much more can you do, sir? Still trying. They'll chase down Funnick. They did not connect with the Bushwhack, so always fantastic, that's for sure. Bait. Again, moving in. Get some D-wards off here. Funnick will give the vision. Stominant, though, he's going to make the jump in. They want that Rubik, but moves. Is going to be fine to back off, though. No, DNM does cut him off. Onto Funnick now. They've gone a bit far. He'll chain back towards Stominant, but Stominant will just evade. In fact, never mind. He gets caught out by Stonebank. Funnick's still on the run, however. DNM, he'll have a blink up in just a moment. Funnick surely has no way out, and eventually, unless he can keep evading these hits, he should die, but he's still on the run. DNM continuing to chase, but Funnick, he'll chain towards the north. He's out of mana now, though. This is it. He's got to go down, and he will. I'll tell you what, I've never seen 20% evasion mean so much.
It's been massive. They do manage to finally punish with a farm they have accumulated. So it's going to be a little bit more interesting. It's not going to be a freebie unless 5RATFORCESTAFF finds a pick off first.
Lodine, get caught by the Pit of Malice. That means Funnick will buy back. Bit of a preemptive buyback. There's no Roshan for another 25, but no, never mind, kids. He found moves. Takes down the Rubik. Now knows Stonebank's around. DNM, he loves that CK. Right in. Dendy, he's going to keep trying to fight with the BKB. They got to do something with this buyback from Funnick, but it's not looking like a good team fight. It's looking like a pretty terrible team fight, in fact.
Stonebank.
DNM right onto Stonebank. That might just be a dieback, and it is. The CK's gone. Funnick, he might be joining his brother-in-arms, as he will. 2 diebacks for the side of Bait. Forget Roshan, it's time for high ground.
Without those heroes, it's going to be rough.
He got spotted. Be okay to blink out. 5RAT, they know something is awry here. Beta missing. And they seem to know they're in the tree line somewhere. Albino, he'll make the jump in. They found the Primal Beast immediately. Dendy gonna try and run, but the overgrowth is there, locking him down, and now the batch is to come out. Dendy gonna try and onslaught out. We'll be okay for now. Meanwhile, Kits has gone down. Stonebank hidden like an absolute truck. Speed also in huge trouble. He'll try for a TP play out. He might just make it, and he does. DNM, he'll jump right back in. They've got the Fiend's Gate to play with anyway, but he's just shredding him by himself. He does not give a crap. In we go. DNM finds a triple. Buy back out from Lodine. Is it going to matter? Probably not. Dendy's in trouble. DNM would love a rampage. Is he going to dive the fountain, though? Go on, DNM.
Yes, Aegis. He could. Nah, he's playing smarter. Respects Fate. I mean, he knows they've got counterplay there. They've committed buyback, and at this point, you've lost the timer for rampage. Still, could find kills.
Yeah, he wants the kills. He'll find moves. This bear is out of control. Dendy, well, he's not making it. Needless to say, he is not making it. GG is called. Bait. It was such a close game to get things started. The first, say, 30 minutes of the game just felt like it could be anyone's game. In fact, Bait at one stage felt like the better team, but 5RATFORCESTAFF, once DNM was online, they were just in full control.
Yeah, it always feels like this with 5RATFORCESTAFF games. They do such a great job of just stalling out for DNM. They allow him to build up farm, and he farms fantastically. He does. It's not just the farming, his decision-making as well and itemization. The decision-making in the middle of these fights as well. I think for Bait, this is a much better look for them in comparison to yesterday, though, to be fair to Bait. Spells, and again, he's stuck at level 1 anyway, with no spells, so not the biggest loss in the world, but as long as DNM finds farm here, you're happy. And Albino Zebra is just making it so hard for them to get these pulls consistently that DNM should be able to just get that build-up he wants and eventually switch that jungle.
Now, Stomin bot lane does end up going down. Very nice pick up there from Lodine. It's the arrow landing perfectly and just nothing they could do to get Stomin out of it.
Work into his own levels up, not too far off from his own level 6, and without Rolling Thunder, it's going to be an interesting back and forth as to who can get the jump on who earlier here.
Yeah. Pulverize, mid lane. So they are trying to make a move here onto Kids. Arrow's going to land as well, and they find him. Great rotation here from our Mirana as well. Lodine getting aggressive, but now Dendi dropping rather low will go down as well. Lodine doesn't have any lead charges, so he also gets caught. He'll try to walk the old-fashioned way, but it is not going to be enough. So they find the Pango trade, but they give up 2 for that.
Yeah, and that's, again, aggression coming out from Bait that we need. Earlier power spike for DNM, where he might have, say, Blink BKB with a Mask of Madness. That's the point where you can just jump in, take control, and play around with your team fight. You have AoE control and Bushwhack, not the most reliable, but still pretty strong.
Caught out again, down to the spot lane, will drop. Dendi again rotating down to the bot, and they are at least trying to delay the Helm of the Overlord timing, I suppose. He's already got the Dominator though, so he's still just fine. Meanwhile, mid lane, they are going to find moves with this Rolling Thunder. So the Tiny will drop to boot. 1 for 1. Still in the favor of Bait, considering they do find a pos 3 for a pos 4. And I do...
Really degenerate.
See, here's the thing, right? Hold that. I'm about to show off, Jonathan, but one moment. Moose is going to maybe get caught out here, because Stominant... No, he won't throw a Bushwhack out. Can I just say...
No.
Alright. DNF. Lodine, going to get caught out on the Mirana. We'll go down.
Say what you were going to say, Mike. I want to know this wisdom of yours.
Back in the day, Jonathan, when I started playing Dota, I was an Ursa fan. And I always wondered why Ursa couldn't build Battle Fury. Because people always said you can't. In fact, speaking of the Ursa, I suppose this might be why John Stoming's been caught out. Enrage is there, it won't matter. You know what, John? I might just keep my point to myself.
Something Ursa Battle Fury Dota 1 day is something.
I'm saying I was a genius, Jonathan.
If you say so, Mike. You know, I mean, it's working now. So there you go. There were a couple of changes to kind of enable that, but it is what it is. Smoke out from Bait, though. Trying to compensate for that BKB on Dendi here.
Yeah, here we go. Dendi, pretty good onslaught opportunity right into that Roshan pit, and the arrow going to land perfectly onto DNM. Ice Path going to buy a bit of time, but it won't matter. He is going to drop. It's a great team fight for Bait. Dendi right in with the Pulverize. 5RATFORCESTAFF getting annihilated, and Roshan is so darn low. Perfect opportunity now for Bait to take back this game. His onslaught will go right through Albino Zebra as well. Tips out for Dendi. A happy Bait side. And surely Roshan for this Radiant team.
Yeah, nice into this blink for Kits. Still a ways off, but having that angle in to just constantly stun Stone back first is huge.
You don't want to lose that Aegis. Oh, that's a great Bushwhack. Stominant may still go down, but never mind. Great toss avalanche. Oh, Stonebank. He's going to turn around off the back of Moose, but it's not going to matter. He's still in dire straits. Aegis down. Dendi gonna try and punish, does find speed with the onslaught. Will go right into the Pulverize, and that should be a second. In fact, make that a third. Albino Zebra gonna drop to boot. Moves and the Tiny really saved the day there.
Yeah, they managed to make that work. Giga Chad Dendi dropped again. Push out from this Beastmaster as I think they'd want to. And DNM's farm has been impacted. I think this is what a lot of the teams who did play against 5RATFORCESTAFF, or at least the one other team that played against them, didn't quite do, is control DNM's farm. And now,
poured out is the Beastmaster speed. Getting pulverized there by Dendi. Moose looking for a little bit more. Looking for Stominant. Are we not going to find him? Instead, mid lane, Albino Zebra. Being chased down by Dendy, but yeah, I say he's okay. Problem is, Moose is always on target with these avalanche toss combinations. And that's going to be another kill for the side of Bait.
Yeah, I mean, they're just finding the big ones. Every time they manage to jump speed first, even if you use the pulverize on him, it's massive. You take away that one big BKB piercing disable you have. Although, Stone Bank.
Oh boy, Stone Bank. In a game like this, you can't afford those mistakes.
No.
You can't.
Biggest target on the team to find. That's the blink of DNM coming out. Oh.
Kids gonna move in. They know they can capitalize here, John. There's no Ursa. There's no Ursa up. Moose has been caught. He might just drop on the Tiny. It's one of those things, like, you're so far ahead of net worth. This is when you want to remain grouped up and keep the pressure going. Hell, even Stomminen finds a kill.
Yeah.
This is how it starts.
It's... I mean, it's rocky. You know, this could be a downward slope, but so far... See that timer in about half a minute. They do have pulverize ready, and, you know, the patience has paid off. BKB is back for Dendy. So you can just blink in, BKB pulverize onto speed once more. Nothing to stop that. Let's see if speed will kind of get too far.
Albino, he just gets shredded. In they go. Vacuum was there. Funnick being targeted by DNM. He's surviving for now, but not for long. There goes your Darkseid, 1-for-1. In fact, now they've got Stone Bank.
Oh my god.
Not the Ursa.
The damage.
Not the Ursa again. Oh boy. Moose goes down as well. It's all falling apart. Lowdine, he's going to try to run, but the Diffusal Blade is there from Kits. Do they have a stun? It doesn't seem like they do, but it won't matter. 3-for-2 trade, but Albino Zebra, he always has to tank the gank, this man. But I say that, they are going to force the fight anyway. Albino somehow survives, and now the roar out. Dendy may get caught down. Abyssal Blade is there. Stonebank, he'll hold DNM for a moment. Another bash onto the Sven. The wall slowing him. The vacuum pack away. But DNM is still running, somehow surviving another time. And Dendy and Lowdine are the ones to drop. How?
Force Staff, Glimmer Capes, they coordinate.
Smoke on smoke situation. There's a God Strength DNM. He knows he wants Stonebank so bad. They've got the Ursa. When Rage was there just in the nick of time. Stonebank, he's got the BKB. He's going to go for the man fight. DNM will back his way out. Funnick trying desperately to find this Sven. They've got him with the arrow. DNM still on the run. A man on the run. He's going to have to fight back surely. Still running away, but eventually does get caught by the Avalanche, and he is gone. Does have buyback. Problem is he doesn't have God Strength for another minute.
I don't know if you jump that first.
Albino Zebra in the meantime getting hit by an arrow. In there goes Kids trying to delay any kind of attack, but he's got stuck in the tree line. He'll still get out. Using that Rolling Thunder. That's so much damage. Dendy! Oh boy, Dendy needs to get the hell out.
No,
and now they've got the Ursa.
What?
What? Moose also gets caught.
Huh?
This is without the Sven.
Yeah, it's a good macro power angle. They managed to drag it all the way back. They force this really awkward.
They don't want anything to do with 5RAT right now. They'll run. It's going to wear off anyway. So no more double damage available. In goes Stonebank once again. He wants DNM real bad. The roar is there, but the pulverize. Dendy just in the nick of time. DNM still trying to run with the BKB, but the trample.
No buyback.
It's going to go right through. No buyback available for DNM. Surely Bait have done it. Surely Bait can push this game 2 to a game 3.
They've got the opportunity to do so. They could go for Roche if they want to be safe. It doesn't feel like they can buy enough. They have the macro power out on Albino Zebra if they just find the chain stuns.
Loses in, toss back onto Kids. That's the Pango down, surely. No buyback available after this one. Kids trying to run, but eventually should get taken down, though he's still somehow going for Dendy. Will pop the pulverize, take down the Pango. They are still trying to buy a bit more time for the Sven, but it seems to be all too late as the Ancient is under attack. 5 more seconds for DNM. 5 more, he's going to be up. But the Ancient completely exposed and completely going down. In they go. Final team fight. But when are they going? The Ancient is still dying. Who are they going to aim? Denny's focusing on the Ancient. He does not care about the team fight whatsoever. And eventually it is just over. It is just over. It was a close one, this one, John. But Bait proving to be the better team in the end.
Yeah, they managed to correct a lot of the issues we've seen from the previous games. Earlier aggression coming out from Dendi. They suppressed DNM.
They did.
And keeping DNM down just took a lot away out from 5RATFORCESTAFF. Not just that, but we had a really tough lane for speed. He couldn't hit his timings there.
Yeah, he couldn't jump, but I mean, DNM, you gotta say for buyback. For any carries out there, don't.
A lot of room for Funnick to get that build up that he loves to work himself into as well. And again, that was one issue that Bait corrected, because before Dendi, as you mentioned, he doesn't rotate too much. But we've seen how successful they can be with that early aggression. And again, we heard them, they love Radiant, they love being aggressive in Radiant. They're lined up for it.
Top lane, Funnick gonna secure first blood. DNM, the one to go down. A massive pick-off here for the side of Bait early on. Great start and probably the best target you could have asked for. Funnick, he'll be very happy with that.
It's a big kill. Really strong lane for Funnick to play with as well. They might be able to find Albino here as well.
Stominant trying to run. Gonna be okay. Stonebank now the one in danger. Meanwhile, top lane is where all the action's happening. Albino Zebra gonna drop as well. Moose and Funnick just getting so aggressive.
I mean, they have so much.
Again, the Mars completely uncontested, but so is Speed on the Beastmaster, so both offlaners having a fantastic time. Stonebank really struggling in this bot lane. Does need some help. Lodine, or rather Lodine, caught out and he's gone. No leap leveled up, so he has no way out if he does get caught. And that's an interesting way to build the Mirana against the Beastmaster Rubik, right? Because you think the leap would have heaps of value. Dendi does rotate, only finding Stominant. It is a trade of supports. The thing is, that's not the target he's here for. So I kind of question whether these rotations are costing. And he does into the mid lane. They'd love to find Kids here on this Tiny. Onslaught will connect. Trample is there. Toss away towards that range creep. Lodine trying to find some kind of angle here, but has nothing. And well, he's jumped right into Speed. One more hit would do it on the Mirana. He'll try to arrow and get away from the situation. Meanwhile, DNM, he ends up dying top lane solo to Funnick. That's problematic.
Yeah, he had the arena up. Just managed to pin down at Slork. No Shadow Dance available for DNM.
They are going to run up and try to set up a fight here up at this top lane. Dendi going to break the smoke. Moose is there as well. They'll aim down the snap fight, but there is a lot of heroes around. Not the fight that 5RAT wanted. They were intending to fight with the Slark. Stominant, he does get caught by a cookie. And it seems like Funnick will happily claim the kill.
Yeah, it's a nice little pick off to get. It is buying space for 5RATFORCESTAFF, taking the attention away just for a moment from DNM.
Lodine. Hard stop, but he's still going to be okay. The Avalanche not going to connect in time. In fact, Dendi going to rotate. Albino Zebra getting caught by the arrow. Really has no way out. He'll try to focus down Lodine, but in the end will just die.
Yeah, it's starting to pile up for Bait. I mean, these aren't the biggest kills in the world, but they are important to kind of snowball on Dendi. He still has that Pulverize, another smoke coming out here from the side of Bait. If they manage to punish Speed, that would kind of equalize all things, because it's Speed that's benefiting the most from the space here.
Another onslaught. They really want this Beastmaster. Mortimer's kisses out. This time they'll have Speed. Mind you, in comes the cavalry. They want to try and punish Dendi for this kind of movement, and they may just. Avalanche Toss is there. The Primal Beast being cookied away. Can they get Dendi out? The tree throw will connect. Even the Dominated Creep is after him now. Dendi will drop in Speed. He will have his revenge from the grave.
Yeah, and that's actually really good for 5RATFORCESTAFF because they stole Pulverize. Wisp away from dying here as Bait was first away.
What is a wisp, Jonathan?
A wisp of air?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
Funnick, he's going to move in. Oh, that's a great arena. He's got 3 targets now, but a stolen arena now from our Rubik. Stominant, he catches 3. They've got nowhere to go. They're all trapped up.
Oh,
DNM, he'll move right in onto Dendi. Onslaught away is not going to matter. Perfect steal from Stominant. And now even Kit's fighting Lodine. Now that's a team fight.
That really is. Lots of small things happening there. Blink away from Kits.
It's gone to a point where Speed's just got a full BKB up, going for the shards up next. So you're going to have the dive bomb on the Call of the Wild Hawk. Very, very painful indeed. There's your smoke up now from Bait. They've had enough of waiting. Want to try and get something for their trouble. Albino Zebra, naturally going to be the sacrificial target. He will get shredded here by Dendy and even Stominant, also getting caught out. So the smoke does end up paying off here for Bait. And 5RATFORCESTAFF, they don't want to take this kind of fight.
No, they need the supports on hand. At least they need a major nuisance right in the middle of these fights, but 5RAT are ready.
DNM looking at Dendy right now. Would love this target. Kids gonna make the jump with the Avalanche Toss combination. There's your Mars Arena being dropped. Kids, he's taking a fair bit of damage on this Tiny, but it seems like the side of Bait are the ones that need to back off because DNM's a huge problem right now. They'll get rid of Funnick. They even find moves on the Snapfire. That'll be another. 2 down for the side of Bait. And hell, DNM's not done yet. He'll have a look through the Radiant FORCESTAFF. Smoke up behind DNM. Dendy has a blink now, by the way, so he can close the gap very effectively. Albino Zebra, probably the target you really want to try and go after. Funnick is going to get jumped on. DNM getting to work. Arena down. Raw committed. There's your Global Silence. Where's this Ursa going? He's attacking everyone, but nobody's really dying, and now the turnaround could be here with the BKB to wear out. DNM will make the pounce in. Big Avalanche out as well. Dendy trying to help the best he possibly can. Speed, he will be the first one to drop it. Stonebank is gone. This is problematic now for Bait. The run back towards the base. DNM, however, he's not done. He'll keep moving in for more. So will Kits with a great toss back onto Moose. Dendy's still trying his absolute best to find something for his team, but DNM is just tearing them a new one. Pouncing for more underneath the tier 4 towers. He'll find a double, but now he needs to get out of those tier 4 towers.
Oh.
Whoopsie daisies. That is our pro, so we'll see what... You know, Funnick, he's been around for a long time. Let's see what pans out here. 5-on-5 smoke. DNM has his smoke broken. We'll just jump in immediately onto Lowdine. Both pounces miss, however, Moose and Funnick both getting caught out by Kits. That's the big problem. Even Stonebank on the Ursa was stunned up for quite a while. There's your Global Silence, so no follow-up spear in the arena. And both are down. On they go, DNM after Dendy, but they don't have the detection right now to see them through the Moonlight Shadow.
Damage while you're running around. You can't right click. It's kind of.
Jump in, Kits out with the Avalanche. Dendy again being caught out. Cookie to try and get him out. FORCESTAFF is there as well. Raw committed. Oh, they've got Stonebank, the Ursa. But no, he's okay for now. He'll pop the Enrage. He'll try to fight through it. Meanwhile, Stominant is going to die on the Rubik. Stonebank trying to run, but DNM has stolen so much stats away from this Ursa. Still, he'll manage to blink thanks to the Cookie of Moose, but the pounce forward again. Lowdine leaping away, but they've got Stonebank down. The tree volley will be more than enough. Neither hero has buyback available at the moment.
Oh, that's their opening onto high ground. Not much to stop them now. There is still the Pulverize, no BKB for Dendy to kind of secure that though. And Arena is down, so it's going to be tough. DNM still has a lot of those stats, but fortunately does not have his 25. The Essence Shift duration isn't as long. Still, the damage from Kits, you have more than enough.
Jump in for more. Lowdine's gone. Tier 4 towers, they're going right after it. They have had enough of this series. 5RAT, they force out one buyback, but that's not the Ursa. There's your roar out. Dendy, he'll cop it. DNM being thrown around like a ragdoll, but it won't matter. Dendy's down. Funnick is still trying to defend, but he will also drop. More buybacks to come, I'm sure. Funnick has not committed quite yet, but Dendy's in trouble again. Mortimer's Kiss is committed. DNM, he's got another depth shroud, and they've called it. GG. They've had enough.